Kevin, I just invented an anti-gravity device.
Not an anti-gravity device.
Oh yes, an anti-gravity device. It's actually just a paper clip tied to a string, and the magnets are attracting it.
Holy cow, Mia, you have invented an anti-gravity device.
I know. And this is a version of what the kids will make in session 2.
In session 1, before they do that, they take magnets and they learn the types of things that are attracted to magnets, like this metal binder clip, and the types of things that are not attracted to magnets, like this piece of paper. Okay, that's easy, but what gets a little trickier is that this metal is attracted to magnets, but there are other types of metals, like this aluminum foil, that are not attracted to magnets.
Mm-hmm. And you get washers in the kit, and magnets will attract some, but not others.
Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what they also learn is that magnets have parts that repel each other, like that, and they also attract each other.
Mm-hmm. And they play with that in session 3 when they learn about the poles of a magnet.
Poles are the parts of a magnet that pull or push.
Right, but before you do session 3, you have to label the poles of the magnets. And I'm going to use this red magnet to label this magnet to find out where the poles are. So opposite poles attract, so you have to figure out which side attracts to the south.
So since that's south, then that's north?
Yep, that's the North Pole. So then you use a Sharpie to write an N on it, like that.
Once you've done one, it gets easier to do the rest of them. You just put a bunch of them in a stack with the N on top. You write an N on top of each of those. And then you're set.
Then you get to do the falling magnet trick.
Ready for the falling magnet trick?
Yes.
Da-da-da!
All you need is a special stick and...
Mia, what's so special about that stick?
It's a skewer with a steel tube on the end. It's very special.
Very special. It sounds very special. Okay, so she takes the special stick. Watch how she holds it vertically with the steel tube at the bottom. Delight as she places one of the ring magnets around the steel tube, and notice how it stays by itself attracted to the steel. Thrill as she places a second magnet over the top of the special stick. And pay attention to this. She places that second magnet so that the poles of both magnets that face each other are the same, either north and north or south and south. And watch the master's hands carefully here. She shifts her grip so that she holds the top of the special stick in one hand and the top magnet in the other. The top magnet should be a few inches above the magnet stuck to the steel tube at the bottom. Now, she lets go of the top magnet and watch. It looks like nothing happened, or like the bottom magnet is just still there. What happened? Let's check it out again in slow motion. See, the top magnet pushes the bottom magnet off and takes its place at the end of the steel tube.
Mm-hmm. You want to try it?
Well, when you do this, you want to make sure you do it either over a table like Mia was doing or over your lap, because if you drop a magnet from high onto a hard floor, it can break like this. I would like to try it.
Here you go.
All right, here we go. So I hold it like this,
Mm-hmm.
switch my hands like you
Yes.
did, and
Ah!
it didn't work.
That can happen. If the poles facing each other are opposite, that's exactly what will happen.
Now we use the falling magnet trick to engage the kids at the beginning of the session. We don't explain to them how it works. Instead, we challenge the kids to figure out for themselves, how does that work?
Mm-hmm. And then after they figure that out, they get to invent new magnet tricks. And here are a couple just to get you started. First, the floating magnet trick. Ooh. And the jumping magnet trick. Okay.
Whee!
Nice. We'll do it again.
Whee!
The mysterious moving magnet.
Whoa.
Wow, that was mysterious.
How did that work?
How's it going?
Oh my goodness, amazing.
I know. And lastly, the chasing magnet trick. And then in session 4, they make inventions.
Don't get frustrated if when you try a trick the first time it doesn't work. That happens to everybody. And it's part of engineering, actually, to figure out the ways to not do something before you actually figure out how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Funding provided by Oracle, the Noyce Foundation, the S.D. Bechtel Jr. Foundation, the David and Lucille Packard Foundation, and the Stephen Bechtel Fund.